Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Sorry, it's not long since I've woken up, so I'm a little bit behind this morning. Just had to have a quick shower and jump on here. Oh, it's nice sleeping in. Oh, love it. And funnily enough, that's what some of the daily read is about too, about the benefits that we're getting from these times. As some things stop flowing, some things start flowing, and we've got to tune into the benefits of it. Hey Arlene, how are you? I can't see your message on my computer yet, but I can see it on my phone. Let's turn that off. Let's get my computer working faster. Oh yeah, I've got a breakthrough session after this too. Wow, I'm busy this morning. Lots of readings came in overnight as well. Thank you everyone for the ordered those. And yeah, I'm running late. I'm running behind. You can see I've only just got out of the shower. Haven't had a chance to dry my hair. And I haven't had a chance to take that half price sale off yet. So you're in luck. If you still want a half price new moon reading, they're still half price now. You can find those on BeHealing.com. I'm just picking my cards out for the day. I really am behind. So if you haven't been here before, I want to go deeper into the daily read. Daily read was about not worrying. I know there's some horrible things going on at the moment, but we don't need to focus on the bad things. There's always horrible things going on in the world, right? There's always viruses going around, in fact, and there's always viruses killing people too. But this time we're all focused on it. And it's not necessarily a good thing. So this is a good time to get focused on what is good for us. What's good for us that's coming out of this in this moment now? What's flowing? When some things aren't flowing, what is flowing for us? Certainly, I got more sleep now than usual last night. I've been waking up really early in the mornings, but not this morning. It was like 7:25. So it was a bit of a struggle to get ready for this morning because I needed to wash my hair too because I didn't work out yesterday, so didn't wash my hair yesterday. There we go. So I'm going to go deeper into the daily read. If you're watching the replay, you haven't watched the daily read, I'll put a link for it up there. Pause this, watch that, come back. Then it'll make more sense. Well, you'll just get more information. It won't make more sense. Hopefully I'll make sense anyway. How are you, Arlene? What's going on in your life? Oh, yeah. Look at these messages. These same messages keep on coming through. Hopefully new people are watching this and I'm not just boring the same people with the same messages. But we're getting the chance right now to make the decisions, to choose the changes that we want in the world. Isn't that great? Isn't it great that the environment is getting sorted out? You're doing good, Arlene. That's good. Isn't it great that the environment is being sorted out? And you know what? It wasn't cows after all. How about that? It was people. It was people. And some people were having an agenda trying to blame it on cows, and it wasn't the problem at all. And we knew that. Well, most of us knew that. And so the truth is being revealed, and we can choose. We can choose not to go back to the way we were. Now, in the daily read, it said that some things were perfect for us before, and some things are perfect now that have been taken away. We're getting so much clarity at the moment for actual change to happen because we're stubborn, aren't we, human beings? Oh, my connections. Because we're stubborn, aren't we, human beings? What I said was, I don't know how long that tripped out for, but yeah, sometimes we need things like this to happen, don't we? Because for change to happen, because we're pretty stubborn. We always want to keep the status quo, don't we? It's more comfortable to keep things as they are, even if they're not working. We do it in our lives. We do it within ourselves. We do it within our individual lives, and we do it as a collective as well. We keep things going as they are instead of questioning them, making big changes, because big change requires clear decisions. It requires risk-taking. It requires someone to put themselves on the line, and leaders aren't prepared to do that. Yeah, and so there's some great benefits coming from this, really. But individual level, it is on our decisions. On the collective level as well, it's about decisions. What changes we choose now. The daily was also about acceptance of where we're at. Of course, that's great advice for the moment. Being flexible, just going with whatever conditions you're living in at the moment, making the most of it, accepting it as it is. Being at peace and being supportive. I'm actually really enjoying this time personally. I don't mind staying in. It doesn't worry me. I did go out yesterday. I had to do some food shopping yesterday, but apart from that, I've just been staying in, and I quite like my time by myself. And I've had so much work to do anyway. I did a bit of work yesterday evening, but I mostly watched films, so that was kind of nice. And so this Be Supportive card, it's like, what can you do? There's a way that you can be supportive. And in fact, supportive roles are the ones that are coming to the forefront now. They're the people that have been undervalued are now being valued the most. Isn't that great? And so being at peace with yourself, this is a time to be at peace with yourself, because no doubt you're one of these supportive people. And maybe something is open to you now that hasn't been open to you before, because your support is being valued now. So this is a process of becoming at peace with our gifts and what we're here to do in our lives. Remember, 2020 was always going to be about pushing people on their path, on their life path, to actually do what they're here to do. And maybe it takes something like this. Hi. Hello, Janice. I'm good, thank you. How are you going? I slept in this morning. I woke up about 40 minutes ago. So I've been a bit of a rush this morning to get ready, which is why my hair's still wet. And why my voice is a bit croaky, and I'm still feeling like I've just got out of bed. Usually I've been awake a couple of hours by now, and I've been doing readings, and I've been outside or done a workout or something. It's very rare that I just wake up and then do this. But it kind of feels nice. It feels nice to have got more sleep. The daily read 2, letting go of the past and facing the situation. Maybe it's a Monday thing. Maybe everyone's like being hit with reality on the Monday when Monday things don't happen, right? It's different at the weekend. It's always been different at the weekend, but now it's Monday. Maybe that's when people are facing it and letting go of the past. Things aren't going to go back to how they were. And we don't want them to. Truly, we don't want them to. Because we get to choose now. We get to decide the changes that we want in our lives on a personal level, but on a global level too. Oh, I bet some powers that be, they're going to want to pull it back to the way it was. I bet they will, but we've got to face it, and we've got to feel it, This time, it's all about us feeling what our past was doing to us. Did it serve us? For me, there's not much change. I've just got busier, but I was prepared for this, and I was asking for this. I was asking to get busier. And so, yeah, the social thing is a bit there. But apart from that, sure can, Janice. Just carry on doing another couple of cards for the daily and then show you the card for today. First. Knowing support into getting support, getting help. So many of you are, I know. So many of you getting readings. I'm loving it. And such interesting advice as well. And if you think it's all going to be the same advice, if it's going to be this general advice, it's not. It's not the general advice in the personal readings. Never is. It's always specific to the person. But yeah, be in the moment and get the support that you need. I'm not saying that the support you need is readings. It might not be. But this is a time of great clarity. And so it could be that a reading could really help at the moment. Also, because I've not had time to take that half-price sale off, you still got the chance to get a half-price new moon reading. But I made the upgrades to it really cheap too. So you can double the length of it for an extra $40. And add an energy healing for half price as well. So the energy healings are $60. That's Australian, so it's about $40 American. American dollar is sliding down, isn't it? So it might be even cheaper for you guys. Now, yeah, the American dollar is crashing. Which is good news for you if you're buying things from other countries. If you're in the States. But yeah, get help when you need help. Notice And don't let economic fears worry you, because every country is going to look after the people, for sure. Otherwise, there's going to be mass riots. This is going to be even more carnage. We know this from the past, what happens when people can't afford to feed themselves and things. And countries won't want to do that, so there will be. Don't worry about the economic stuff. That is one of the systems that needs to change, right? It is. And it will change. The card for the day is impatience. Maybe this should be patience rather than impatience. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. There you go. Rise up and get ready for the journey of a lifetime. Indeed, Janice. So, patience. I'm going to call this card patience. Hey, Mimi, how are you? You just popped in my mind, Mimi. I'm psychic, you know. It looks beautiful where you are. Well, that's snow. Not that I would love to be there. I can't stand the cold. My body really struggles with cold. I can do cold immersion for a while, but I've got to go. My body likes heat. But it looks so beautiful where you are. So we've got impatience of patience. This should be patience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. And that's certainly true for me. I'm having all kinds of synchronicities. It's amazing. You're good. It's beautiful spirit place. Where is it, Mimi? It looks so beautiful. Mountains and snow. So I bet you're getting out skiing and everything, are you? For yourself. You're a teacher, aren't you? An instructor, I mean. My cards for the day are, up until now, brilliant. I do feel like my role is really kicking off now, and everything. Even like the fitness stuff and things like that has been leading to this. It's bizarre. I do feel like that. Relax and understanding. Yeah, and I need to relax more today. I've been so busy. I can't have a day for myself. I've got readings and stuff to do today, but I'm going to take it much easier today. Have some time off. Okay, let's do readings for you guys. Janice is up first. If you'd like a reading, put a message up saying me, please. Not many people on today. I didn't get to do much advertising of this because I was late. It was like 5:02 by the time I got to my computer, and I still had my coffee to make, and I still had the thumbnail to make. That's why there's no new photo today. Eastern Saria. Oh, you did that in the 90s for 10 years. You're locked down, closed until further notice. Oh, so you can't even personally ski. I had this bright idea yesterday to get up really early, because I've been waking up really early in the mornings, apart from today. But get up really early in the mornings and go for a run before everyone else is up, or go for a bike ride to the other side of the island. But no, sleep. Sleep got me, which is a good thing. Maybe everyone's catching up on the sleep at the moment. So nice yesterday evening as well. The film channel isn't working here. I don't know why, but so I watched Hallmark movies, a couple of Hallmark movies on YouTube, which is really nice, when I've been so busy and when there's so much like panic around and things like that, because we're all affected by that stress, that collective consciousness stress. To watch Hallmark movies, which is just twee and sweet. So nice. Hey, Saskia. You're late. Where have you been? Okay, Janice, okay. So your gifts today, Janice, are finding new ways to love yourself, finding new ways to look after yourself, to care for yourself, to nurture yourself. I think everyone's going to be getting this opportunity, right? At the moment. Finding new approaches to loving yourself, doing things around the house. Janice, and once you've been doing this, once you've been finding new approaches to take care of yourself, so that could be like resting first and things like that, then you're going to start getting creative. But one step at a time, there's no rush to do that. I'm feeling like some people might be wanting to, like I've been saying, some of the readings is to use this time wisely and stuff, get on with stuff that you want to do. Some people are diving into that a little bit too fast, and you don't need to do that. You can take it slowly, let things unfold, let your higher self lead you into creativity. It's a great time for us all to get really in tune and get into that flow of life again, get connected with our higher selves and into that flow of life again. Nice. So that's you, Janice. Arlene is up next. Arlene. And I didn't have time to take the half-price sale off. I know some of you have already heard me say that, but I don't think Saskia has. So it's up late. So no time to take the half-price sale off. Might just keep it going today because there's quite a few orders came in overnight. So that's done before I switch it off. And it also includes a half-price energy healing as well. As an add-on, I mean. Who am I doing? I'm doing Arlene. Oh, I'm still half asleep. Arlene, accept what is, respect. Right, this is about accepting conditions as they are, being flexible with it. So accepting life as it is now, Arlene. But also this is about respecting yourself. You can accept things as they are, and as I said, decide the changes that you want. So it could be, right, this kind of energy is like everyone's at home now. Say the whole family's at home, and maybe you're the one that has been taking care of the home and cooking all the meals and stuff like that. But now everyone's at home and nobody's doing anything. And that load should be shared amongst everybody, but you're still doing it. It's that kind of energy. There's a shift. You got to accept things as they are now and then be flexible to make changes within that structure to respect yourself more. Does that make sense, Arlene? So it's like reappraising things as they are, and where you're at now, and respecting yourself more as an equal, maybe. I don't know, maybe you're living alone and that doesn't apply that particular situation, but it could be that you're trying to carry on with things as they are and you're not realizing that maybe you're doing too much. Maybe that's you too, Saskia. Arlene, let me get another couple of cards, get some clarity on that. More in a work sense. Oh, okay, yeah, a work sense. That would make sense. That it's about work and fulfillment. I did my weekly read, my personal weekly read, because on Sundays I do all the people are in like a weekly read program with me. They get a private weekly read every week. I do them on Sundays. And I'm in the program too, but I get it free. And reading last week's, I read last week's before I delete it. Last week's for me. It blew me away because when I wrote my last week's weekly read, I was in Kuala Lumpur and it didn't make much sense to me. Like what I wrote for myself didn't make much sense to me. And I actually put comments in brackets on it saying, yeah, right. Because I was like, I didn't understand it. But now reading it yesterday, it made a lot of sense. There was actually a message in there saying that it was going to be okay for me to get back. And I hadn't picked up on that. I'd written down something like go ahead and travel or something like that. It's going to be okay. No, I didn't say it's going to be okay. It was like the go ahead for travel. And it was obviously saying that I was going to be all right to get back, looking back on it. But I hadn't picked up on that when I wrote it. There was also something about who to be open to, who to be close to as well, which makes complete sense now. But what was I saying that for? Oh, yeah. But this week's, mine for this week's, I got double card. I got double fulfillment in part of it. Very interesting. Anyway, Arlene, fulfillment has come up for you. And not judging what would fulfill you, right? I just told you about watching a couple of Hallmark movies. Like that wouldn't usually be my go-to. It's like usually my go-to wouldn't be yoga. it would be going and training. But then when times are more, when the stress is heightened, not that I'm not stressed out, but I am picking up on the collective energies. Then I'm more likely to go to yoga. I wouldn't usually pick Hallmark films. I wouldn't usually, pick those to watch. But it was amazing watching them last night. It was exactly what I needed. And in the same way, what fulfills you, Arlene, at the moment is going to be different. The Waltons. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, maybe I need to find the Waltons and watch that again. Someone put something on Facebook about all the old stuff in the 70s, the shows in the 70s that I used to watch as a kid. Oh, it brought it all back. We used to have some weird shows, didn't we, back then? The Waltons is one of them. So there you go, Arlene. Yeah, make some adjustments, Arlene, in that work stuff. Mimi, am I doing you next? Did you ask for one? Yes, you did. I thought I'd seen that. Mimi. You're welcome. Slow this morning. Interesting. You're in a healing phase at the moment, Mimi. You've never heard of the Waltons. Are you young, Saskia? Oh, did you see my twitch in my arm then? Yeah, Mimi, you're in a healing phase at the moment, healing resistance. That's what healing's about, our internal resistance. What you don't want to face, that kind of thing. I used to love things like that, like the Waltons, because I was in such a dysfunctional, abusive family that whenever, I used to just like soak things up like that. Loving families, creative families too. I remember when I went to uni and I would go and visit friends with them and see their families. I mean, go with my friends, my uni friends, to stay with their families. And I used to love staying with those loving families, the creative families. And I didn't even know that the world was like that. That's how bad my childhood was. I didn't realize that people had nice things, nice people in their lives. But I just soak all of that. Little House. Funny, that came up in someone's reading, not Little House, but someone got a reading from me yesterday, a new customer, a new moon reading, and it came up that something similar to that. When you're a kid, and it's not like you've got any dreams for your life, but then you watch a show like that and it resonates with you, and you feel like, yeah, I want a lifestyle like that. That's for me. Her reading was about that. It's like she had something like that, and now it's being opened up to her too. Mimi, so you're in a healing phase of your resistance. Let's get another couple of cards because I'm not picking up much more from that in itself. Oh, empowering yourself. You seem pretty empowered to me, Mimi. You seem like a take no shit kind of person. But yeah, initiating, empowering yourself, maybe you're a leader. But there's some healing to do first. Oh, maybe you're a leader that's been kind of squished down, and you've got some healing to do before you can really stand in your power. Maybe there's a bit of resistance in that empowerment. Do you know what I mean? Is when someone's powerful, they can, like a teenage girl who's really powerful and who's a leader, she can express that negatively if she's squished down and become a real bitch, that kind of thing. But that's because she's not done the healing yet. And then when she's done the healing, then she can stand in a true, authentic power. I'm feeling it's that kind of thing for you, Mimi. It's that kind of thing. So you're getting ready to step up as a leader and you're empowering yourself. Ooh. Watch out, world. Yeah, not fall for that crap again, for sure. For sure. Maybe this is where women stand out, Pay. Do you usually give energy healing half price with every reading? No. There is a discount if you add it on. I can't remember what it is. I think maybe it's $20 off or something. But this time, I don't know, I just really felt this time with the half price offers, to change those upgrades, to really reduce those upgrades too. Especially the energy healing, because a couple of people have been saying, a couple of customers have been saying to me how they're going to get an energy healing soon. And so I thought, yeah, maybe people are in need of energy healing, so maybe I should reduce the price of that, I'm not going to reduce the price of it because they are popular, but I'm not going to reduce the price of them like half price individually, but as an add-on for sure. Because when things are added on, when I can do it as a whole session, it's so much easier for me to do it. It takes less time, I tune into someone's energy and then I do like 2 readings and an energy healing. It's much easier for me to do that. Yeah. Oh, good for our world. Yay, Mimi's going to become a leader. Woo, Mimi in the mountains. And that message on that card that where we're meant to be now. I know I'm meant to be on this island now, and I know I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing too. And it's bizarre. Other people have to leave because the usual visa runs and border bounces. People have to go back to their own countries now. Even people that have got working visas and stuff. It's bizarre. And so everyone's getting like sent back to where they need to be, I guess. Very interesting. Thursday book. Good time to do an energy healing. Yeah. My private sessions have been easy, normal. But doing the video readings, because I'm tuning into the collector, it's harder. It's harder. I'm lucky. I am lucky, and I need these kind of conditions to work my best. And how bizarre is this? I've been telling you, like, there's been all these synchronicities happening. Just little things in my life just falling into place, showing me that I'm completely looked after. Yesterday, I've got this guy moved in next door to me in the room next door. He's a big drinker, apparently. The first night, he beat someone up. And sometimes he drinks every night, comes back, wakes me up in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And he's also a heavy smoker too. And so I think he's vomiting when he gets in. He's definitely coughing a lot in the bathroom and clearing out his throat. He spends a lot of time on the balcony, so I've not been using my balcony because if he's going out all the time with, mingling with people, it's like the balconies are right next to each other. So it's like, I can't use my balcony anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask them, can they move him? Can they move him somewhere else? Because there's other rooms free here and we don't need to be right next door to each other. Him waking me up and all of that. So I sent them an email and I said, I wouldn't usually ask this, but because we're in lockdown right now, I'm spending a lot of time in my room. It's waking me up every night. It's not living in a safe way for the current circumstances. And I want to be able to go outside to my balcony. You know what? They replied back saying he moved out today. The girl he was sharing with, she hasn't been in. She hasn't been sharing with him, probably because it's just so fucking noisy. Honestly, he goes to the bathroom and it sounds like he's vomiting really loudly, coughing and clearing out himself out. Oh, it's horrible. It's so noisy. He slams the doors too and like bang, bang, bang with his feet. He doesn't even say hello. Yeah, bad juju. Yeah, and so how was that? So I asked them, they're like, oh, he moved out today. But she's moved in. I'm like, she's not a problem. She's quiet. I didn't even hear them last night. Her and her boyfriend. Yeah, I think it's just alcohol and cigarettes. But, bad energy. So there's little things like that. It's just like everything's working out for me. Saska. So yeah, I do need to have really good conditions like this to be able to work in the way that I do. Saska, you've got things to let go of, Saska. Cleanse, letting go. This is within yourself. This is not like super clean the house. Maybe something to do with that. Maybe your busyness is, maybe you get yourself busy so that you don't have to face something. Does that make sense? That was popping up for me. Yeah, you've got things to detach from. Some people are going to be forced into healing right now in this kind of way. It's like you can't keep on doing those things that we used to numb out, you know. Some people it's drugs and alcohol and stuff, but for some people it's just overactivity. It's filling your life up with people, filling your life up with activity, that kind of thing. Thank you, beautiful. P.S. I call almost everyone beautiful. That's nice. Yeah, I'm glad he's gone too, Arlene. Yeah. Saska. Yeah, it's physical action. What did I say? You're numbing out by being busy. Stop it. Be still, keep quiet, and then face what comes up. Face what there's something for you to detach from, to cleanse from, to heal from. It's been covered up by you trying to keep busy. Maybe it's you've been using that as an excuse, being really busy, and you think it hasn't come from you, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I'm still doing it. Yeah. More meditation. Meditation's hard at the moment. Somebody got in touch with me yesterday, a customer. That's the point. She says she wants a reading too. Yeah, and she was saying she thought it was just her finding it hard. She's an energy healer as well. I contacted her asking her. She got really busy too. She's like, not yet, but she can feel it coming. Yeah, and I was saying, are you finding meditation really hard at the moment? She was saying, yeah, she thought it was just her, but no, it's like the collective consciousness, because there's layers of our minds. We've got, maybe I talked about this yesterday, but when you go into meditation, first of all, you've got your ego mind to deal with, and our ego minds at the moment are screaming. The sky's falling in, fear, fear, fear. So we've got that level to get through. Mine's not too bad. I'm not really that worried for myself. And then the next layer is the collective consciousness. So then once we've dealt with ourselves, we've got the collective consciousness that we're picking up on, because our brains are receivers, transmitters and receivers. So, and of course, there's a lot of collective fear out there and craziness out there. So then we've got that to get through, which is usually not that bad. And then we get to the silence where our higher self gets through, that bliss place. So yeah, meditation takes longer at the moment, but it's all the more important to do. Maybe I'm telling myself that because I haven't been meditating. Like my work's meditation, but it's very different when I meditate for myself. Like I need to do that more. I feel like showing you this card again, patience. Don't know what was happening in the world yesterday, but I've been feeling so sick, like feeling of blockage, blocked ears, head. Yes, okay. Oh, what's this? Do I want, no, hay house stuff. No, I don't. Yeah, Saska, right, I'll tell you what's going on. What is going on is we're all whole, right? We've got the collective consciousness, and it affects the earth itself. All the beings on the earth and their energetic state affect the earth, right? And so the planet itself, the electromagnetics of the planet, of course, is affected by the electromagnetics of us. Our energy, like vibration and our energy, it's not just some pie in the sky spiritual thing, it's an actual thing. Our vibration is tangible. And of course, when our vibrations change as human beings, and there's a lot of us, 7.7 billion of us, when our vibration changes, it changes the vibration of the planet. And so things like the electromagnetics of the planet is unbalanced at the moment as a result. And if you think about it, we're all, maybe the globe, you know, we've got people in different countries all around the globe, and that is somehow balanced out, the electromagnetics of those people. But if you've got a certain country with a lot of people suddenly in mass fear, and then one on this side, that is going to shift the electromagnetics of the planet and cause an imbalance, right? And so it's balance. Your ears, of course, your ears are part of that balance thing. That's what it is you're picking up on the electromagnetic. I think it's electromagnetics. It's something like that. It's the energies of the planet that we all rely on the planet feeling how it usually feels for our balance and for all of that. And I've been feeling it too. I've been thinking like, oh, is there something wrong with me? Because I feel kind of spaced out. That's what it feels like to me. I feel spaced out. Like this. Like I think I'm feeling spaced out now because I'm just getting up. But it could be that the electromagnetics of Thailand is changing because the numbers are. We're doing the double number thing now. I think we just went to 300. You know, we've been so low for so long. It stayed at like 30 or 40 or something. Even though we were the first out of China to get a recorded thing, our numbers stayed low. But now they're going up. Now they're doubling. So. We've just got to keep our energy good. We've just got to look after ourselves, Saskia. That's all we can do. Keep our immune system high. Be careful of not doing things that compromise your immune system, even in the moment, you know. Like don't do things like I did last night and eat 6 chocolate bars for your dinner. But I really wanted to, because it has an immediate impact on your immunity. I know not to drink alcohol at the moment, even though it'd be kind of nice to switch off and drink alcohol. I am not doing that because I know that takes my immunity down. I know, like whenever I'm drinking, that's when little cold symptoms or stuff can get in. Not doing that. So you've just got to take care of yourself as best you can. Spaced out, then weak and shaky. Yeah. Yep. We're all feeling it. Is everyone else feeling that too? Yeah, you're like a sponge, Saskia. And of course, the more sensitive we are, the more we're going to feel it. And people that aren't sensitive, they're probably feeling it, but they're probably not realizing that they feel it. And numbing out in so many ways, they're used to that. Doing everything to boost your immune system, lift my vibration, think positive. Good on you, Saskia. And yeah, and isn't it funny? A few weeks ago, I thought my eyes were drawn to the zinc. I'll show you. These zinc in the supermarket, zinc lozenges, and I've been having them. And every day I'm having a couple every day, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon. It's got like, it makes my teeth all fuzzy. It's like sugar or something in it, but still. And then I'm reading like people are saying, yeah, I take high doses of vitamin C, which I'm not feeling to do, although I did get mandarins yesterday. But then doctors are saying, yeah, be sure to take the zinc too. Yeah, I always like, it just happens intuitively for me. I'm so looked after. It's great. So yeah, those kind of shone out to me. And I don't look for stuff like that. But what was I in the aisle for? I was in the aisle for something else. I can't remember. And it caught my eye. And I'm like, I don't think I bought it at that time. And then I think I went back the next day and thought I should have listened to myself and got those. You take vitamin C. I can't find vitamin C here. But yeah, I'm not feeling like I need it. I do. Maybe I need to buy. Sometimes I buy limes and I have it in my water. And yeah, mandarins, pretty much the only fruit that I eat. Oh, bananas too, some, and cranberries. Yeah, I have a lot of fruit, in fact. Cranberries must have a lot of vitamin C. So yeah, I'm not so sure about how we can protect ourselves from that. Maybe it's just looking after ourselves as best we can and resting more, you know. It's probably a good time not to be riding my bike and things like that because of that. Kiwi. Kiwi's full of oxalates though. You know when you eat a kiwi and it kind of hurts your mouth? That's because it's full of oxalates. It's one of the highest foods in oxalates. It's not good for your body. And if you think, it's like tiny oxalates, like tiny shards of glass that are found in a lot of vegetables and fruits. And it doesn't just hurt your mouth, it hurts your whole digestive system. And the oxalates get into your blood and yeah. Check it out. There's a lady called Sally something. on YouTube talks about oxalates. She's like the world leader in oxalates. She had to get rid of all of oxalates out of her diet because it was causing a lot of problems. And kiwi is the great example of that, because everyone feels what it does to the mouth, and that it could be that oxalates are causing damage in your arteries to lead into the heart attack stuff and everything. It could be that because when people stop eating oxalates, you go through this. I stopped eating oxalates. I don't eat high oxalate food anymore. I stopped eating the greens and stuff like that. And you go through this oxalate dumping after you've stopped eating them, and it can happen. It's like a detox thing. Your body starts getting rid of it, and when it does, it hurts. It hurts. It's what oxalates cause stones in the body as well, kidney stones and stuff. But for me, it was my knuckles. It gets in joints and stuff, and when the body starts releasing it, it hurts. And my knuckles, my fingers were really stiff. Causes arthritis too. It's so interesting, and it's new. Like they're only just finding out about it now. Plants are quite toxic for us. Not as healthy as you think. Yeah, it's interesting. That was a few months ago I found out about that, and so many foods. Yeah, dark leafy greens, things like kale. It will actually, the amount of oxalates in kale will kill you if you have a certain amount of it. And it is something like if you'd have like 4 smoothies, that's the amount to kill you. So the more you've had oxalates, the worse it is. And so I used to have like a fresh juice, which was full of oxalates, with spinach and stuff in it, with high oxalate stuff in it. And so that'll be why my fingers were hurting. But yeah, they're okay now. I seem to have got rid of it. Yeah, kale. You see, there's good things in plants for us, but there's by far more worse things in plants for us than good things in plants. And our bodies can't. I'll leave that to people that are experts in it. And this Sally, I think it's Sally Norton. She's the one that knows about it. Yeah, she's interesting, but she's got kind of a really annoying voice to listen to, so watch out. There you go. Yeah, I'm so interested in health and all of that. Norton, yeah. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but her voice, and she's got such amazing information, but her voice to me is just like, I want to hear what she has to say, but it's so hard for me to listen to her. It hurts my head. Her voice hurts my head. Poor woman. Yeah, I love learning too, and it's soak it all up. Listening to podcasts, and I do so much research all the time for myself, and then I pass it on to others as well. You're heading to bed, Arlene? Sounds good. I might go back to bed myself. I'm an essential worker, so I'm up early. Good job, Arlene. Thank you for what you do. You're welcome. And remember, respect yourself. Make some changes to respect yourself. But thank you for what you do, Arlene. Thank you, Arlene. Sleep well. I hear you. There's one lady on Facebook. I love what she does, but cannot stand her voice. Isn't that funny? Maybe they're just meant for other people. But yeah, Sally's pretty much the only expert. No one else is really talking about oxalates. Some people do, but they're not experts in it. She's the only one. She's got incredible information about it. But a terrible voice. I don't know if she's written a book, but if she has written a book, she shouldn't record the audio book for it. Someone else should. And then maybe that's the way to get the information of her. Yeah, look into it. Okay, let's leave it at that, everybody. Thank you for coming along. Thanks for clicking like on my videos. What can I say? Oh, chicken's outside the door. Yay. Have an amazing day, everybody. And yeah, I'll just keep that half price sale going because I can't be bothered rushing and trying to get rid of things like that at the moment. I might go back to bed. See you. Thanks for coming. Bye.